Next, a Westminster Council Night Stars volunteer who was arrested by police during the King's coronation has spoken for the first time. Susie Melvin has been giving evidence to MPs at the Commons Home Affairs Committee, where the police also denied they were under political pressure to detain demonstrators. While political correspondent Simon Harris is here. So, Simon, tell us about what happened today, then.
Well, this was the first chance MPs had to question the Met about the coronation policing operation. There was, as you recall, some anger at the arrest of anti-monarchist demonstrators and the detention of those women's safety campaigners from the Night Stars. It's thought the police feared they might set off, or that somebody might set off, rape alarms to scare the horses during the royal procession. This is what Susie Melvin had to say.
We did the best that we could to try and explain who we were to the officers, and then they also searched the church that we base ourselves out of. And we were then taken in police vans we were told we were going to be arrested and taken in police vans to Woolworth police station.
Also giving evidence was Assistant Commissioner Matt Twiss, who insisted the Met wasn't under political pressure to arrest demonstrators.
I felt under no pressure politically. I felt pressure to deliver a safe and secure operation, but that was because of the fact it was a once-in-a-lifetime event for so many people, and there would be hundreds of thousands of people in London to celebrate it. And also, and importantly, this was the biggest protection operation we have ever run. There were 312 protected people that we managed to get in and out of the Abbey and across the footprint.
You might have noticed in the background there people wearing T-shirts. Well, they were from Just Stop Oil and inevitably perhaps decided to disrupt the proceedings.
Of the officers.
You usually use a combination lock to stop.
We're here today to declare democracy.
Come on, officer. Come on, officer. Come on.
Back in session.
To be clear, they were Just Stop Oil protesters who tried to undermine the activities of this committee without witnesses today.
Well, the live broadcast of the proceedings was suspended during that protest, and you could hear there one MP saying, "Come on, police," or "Come on, officer, do your job."
Yeah, all right, Simon, actually quite a lot happened today, didn't it? Thank you.
Paul Scully has announced his bid to follow in Boris Johnson's footsteps as the next Conservative Mayor of London. The Sutton and Cheam MP sat down with our political correspondent Simon Harris. Simon, did he give you any insight into his plans for City Hall?
Yes, Duncan. Paul Scully is now one of 7 Tories to declare they want to be the Conservative candidate in next year's mayoral election. When I spoke to him earlier, I asked him what he would do about the ULEZ extension if he beats Sadiq Khan next May.
Extension, I would scrap day one. I really hope it doesn't come in. I hope the Mayor sees sense. I hope the court case succeeds, or one of the other areas of investigation to stop that happening. But should it be there in August, by May, the extension will be stopped, should I be
What
Mayor.
about air quality? People's lives?
Yeah, I mean, ULEZ in central London works. It works really well because there's proper alternatives, and that's where the concentration of cars are. But the cost to the benefit just doesn't work out. It's about reducing air pollution, according to the Mayor's own records, by 1.5%. It talks about it's negligible. So punishing people with a £12.50 fine is just way too much. Use the money to have a better scrappage system, to carry on the electrification.
But the money will
of the
already have
buses.
been spent by the time of the mayoral election. It'll have gone.
Yeah, but we need to work out how we get to the next stage. That's why I'm asking the Mayor to pause it now. That's why people are rising and saying stop it now, so that the Mayor that doesn't spend more of that money.
But you can't win, can you?
Absolutely, I can win. You know, if you see people looking at Sadiq Khan for the first time because of the ULEZ, they've seen this inactivity, they've seen this deflection over years. Finally, they've seen him make a decision, and they hate the decision that he's taken. So they're now looking behind it. They're looking about how rude, obnoxious, and the approach that he takes to scrutiny. The scrutineers when he looks at the London Assembly, the disparaging way he treats them. Just think what he's doing behind the scenes for Londoners.
The Conservatives will announce who's won the contest to be the party's mayoral candidate in July. Also tonight, we'll ask whether home ownership is a vanishing dream for a generation of Londoners. I'll be joined by MPs Marsha de Cordova and Teresa Villas, along with Baroness Ollie Grender, to discuss the housing crisis. That's the late debate, Duncan, here on ITV1 after news at 10.
We'll be watching. Simon, thank you very much.